Okay, welcome and hi to everyone that's in class, and hi to Clayton, Julian, Jonathan, and Santiago. So I hope you guys are all well. You're all doing well. And hey, Clayton. Remember, I do have voice, so I can hear you guys if you need to speak, and you can ask me questions anytime in the lesson with audio or with chat. Okay, so if you remember, this unit, we've been on unit 11, which has been about tourism. So we've been talking about planning trips, going places, and suggesting to people, telling them what we think they should, what they have to, what they can. So we've got lots of new verbs, action words that we've been learning. And today we are here on page 134. Should I go there? So today we've got a reading. We're going to look at the photo of tourists on a ship in Antarctica. So if I go to the next page, I can see that there is an image. There's a boat or a ship with people, and they are in Antarctica. Now, Antarctica is a very unique place. It's unique because not everyone goes there. It's not the same like many places. It's very different and special. So we can see the iceberg and people, and should I go there? So remember, should was an action word that we use when we're saying, is it important? You know, is it important to go here? So should I go there? And the reason why people come to Antarctica is maybe because they want to see something different. They want to experience something different. Because like I said, this place is unique. It's different. So I'm sure it cost a lot of money. And the only way to see it is with a tour company. And that's what we're going to read. So let's start by reading the article. And then in question 2, you have to match the title A, B, C, D, E with which paragraph. So remember, so this is a title. This is a subtitle or a little introduction. It's an introduction. This is a paragraph. This is paragraph 2. Hi, Gustavo. This is paragraph 3. And this is paragraph 4. Okay, so for question 2, we're just going to read it first, and then we'll come back to question 2, question 3, and question 4. Okay, so let's start reading. So again, I'll read, and then you can repeat after me. So, should I go there? Travel writer Carlos Ghosn is thinking of taking a holiday in Antarctica. But should he go there? I don't like holidays with hotels, beaches, and swimming pools. And I'm not interested in sightseeing in old cities. So for my next holiday, I plan to do something exciting outdoors. There are so many tour companies on the internet offering that type of holiday. One company takes backpacking trips over the Andes, of South America. Another company has animal safaris in Africa. And you can even go swimming with dolphins with a tour group in Australia. The problem for me is that when I choose a holiday, I don't want to go somewhere and see lots of other tourists. I want to be the only person there, which is difficult these days. Is there anywhere in the world without other people? What about Antarctica? Antarctica should be perfect for me. It's huge, it's quiet, and it's thousands of kilometers away from other countries. It doesn't have a government, and there are no cities. So there's no pollution or noisy traffic. It has lots of wildlife. However, like many places in the world, Antarctica is changing. 50 years ago, nobody lived here. But now, between 1,000 and 5,000 scientists live and work there all year. And over 50,000 tourists visit every year. The main way for tourists to visit the continent is by ship. There are no hotels, so cruise holidays are very popular. You can leave the ship during the day, and there are guided tours of areas with wildlife. As a result of so many tourists, some people think the numbers of wild animals and birds are decreasing. On the other hand, there is some positive news. Many cruise companies teach their passengers about the wildlife in Antarctica and give money to environmental organizations in the region. These organizations want to help the nature and wildlife of Antarctica so it doesn't change in the future. So what should I do? Should I go to Antarctica? Go somewhere else? Or stay at home? Okay, good. So now I'm going to give you a few minutes to read it again. And now, as I said in question 2, you have to see which A, B, C, D, E is a good title for the paragraph. So which paragraph gives us information why Antarctica is a good holiday? Which paragraph tells us the writer's problem? Which paragraph tells us the negative changes in Antarctica? Which paragraph tells us which holiday the writer likes and doesn't like? And which paragraph the positive work of tourism in Antarctica tells us that information? So you remember, if I look back at the article, which just means the writing, this is paragraph 1. This is paragraph 2. It's split up. This is paragraph 3. And this is paragraph 4. Okay, so 4 paragraphs. And this could be the introduction. So maybe this could be number 1. Because we have 5. So maybe this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes to reread it again. Make sure you understand it. Look up words that you're not sure what they mean, and we'll come back and discuss it. Okay, so sorry, I realized this is paragraph 1. This is paragraph 2. This is 3 up here. That's paragraph 3. And this is 4. And this is 5, the last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1. I don't know if you can see it highlighted. That's 1. This is paragraph 2. So 1, 2, this is 3. This one's 3. This is 4. And this is 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's have a look. So we have the first on page 134. It says, why, question 2, why Antarctica is a good holiday destination? Where do you think that information is in the paragraph? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one? 3. Yeah, exactly, in 3. This one. It says because it's huge, it's quiet, it's thousands of kilometers away from other countries. Yeah, so this paragraph gives us information why Antarctica is a good holiday destination. Yeah, so I'm going to write 3. So 3A. Okay, which paragraph tells us the writer's problem? Yeah, so in here, he says the problem for me. Very simple. He doesn't want to go where it's very busy, lots of tourists. That's his problem. Many tourists, crowded, busy. What about the negative changes in Antarctica? Yeah. So this big paragraph here, it says what happened. It tells us what scientists, they live there. There are no hotels. The animals and birds, that's the negative, that the animals and birds, they're no longer there, they're decreasing. So we're not seeing animals and birds like before. So that's a negative change to Antarctica. So number 4, paragraph 4, and which holidays the writer likes and doesn't like. What? Yeah, in the very first paragraph, he tells us here. He says, I don't like hotels, beaches, swimming pools. I'm not interested in sightseeing old cities. So this paragraph gives us that information. And which paragraph tells us the positive work of tourism in Antarctica? So again, tourism means bringing people to see a country. The last one, 5. Yeah. It says, on the other hand, there is some positive news. So they're trying to help the wildlife. And give money. So that's good. Okay, good. Question 3. So we'll go back to this page. Question 3. What does the writer want to do on his next holiday? Exciting? Yeah, he plans to do something exciting. Yeah. Outdoors. Yeah. So make sure we put the subject. He, the writer, wants to do something exciting. Yep. Yeah. What type of holiday does he write about? Yeah, beaches, swimming pool. Yeah. So he writes, yeah, about these types of trips. And what is his problem? I know that's similar to the question above. He doesn't like tourist and busy, crowded places. We said that before. Because he prefers somewhere quiet, away from the rest of the world. So that's a nice way to write that. So I'll show you the sentence that I wrote. So I wrote, he doesn't like seeing tourists and busy, crowded places because he prefers somewhere quiet, away from the rest of the world. The rest of the world where there is no pollution or noise, yet, that means but, lots of wildlife. So you must say why. And this is the part that says why, because he wants to go somewhere quiet. Okay, so how about you? Do you like his type of holidays? Do you agree with him? Do you prefer somewhere quiet or somewhere busier with lots of people? Yeah, it really depends. Depends where you're going. Again, yeah, it's a really hard one. It depends when you're going. I mean, if you're going at a time where there's festivals, of course you want it to be busy because that makes it more enjoyable. If there's a festival, there's, you know, but if you're going maybe in the middle of the year because you have your vacation, maybe you want it to be quiet so that you could relax. So it really depends. Okay, question 5. What reason does he give for a holiday in Antarctica? Is no pollution or no pollution or noisy traffic? Yeah. Yeah. That's the reasons why he talks good for Antarctica. Sorry, was my screen not on? That's the reason why he talks good for Antarctica. Sorry? And what's for means you agree, you talk good. Against means you talk bad. It's not positive, it's negative. So why does he talk negative for a holiday in Antarctica? Yeah, it's more touristic, more more what? Crowded? No. Because it's more cruise holidays. Yeah, cruise holidays are very popular. Yeah. No, what's the bad thing he says about Antarctica? Maybe that there's no hotels. So you're right, there's there's cruise holidays, but there's no hotels. There's no hotels. You can't leave the ship. Or you can and have guided tours. Maybe, and that the decreasing animal life. The decreasing animal life. So the first one, what are the good points that he says for Antarctica? So what are the positive that he says for Antarctica? He says there's no pollution or noisy traffic. It's huge. That's another good thing. He says it's huge. Quiet. So it's huge, quiet, and away from other countries. No government, no cities, no pollution, no government, no cities, no pollution, no noisy traffic. He says it has lots of wildlife. Okay, it has lots of wildlife. So the first one, 5-1, is the positive. So I'll put a tick because I want to show. Okay, so that's the positive that he says. And what are the negatives? Okay, so that's question 5. So what are the positives? It's huge. Antarctica is huge, quiet, away from other countries. There's no government, no cities, no pollution, no noisy traffic. It has lots of wildlife. What are the negatives? He says it's more touristic. No hotels. So he says so many tourists, which means there's less animals. So the number of wild animals and birds are decreasing. Hi, Fernando. Okay, so the most important thing for number 5 is to understand that when a question says, what are the reasons for, that means what are the positive? So what are the good things that he talked about Antarctica? And what's something against? It means what are the negatives? So what are the bad points? What are the bad things? Okay, so for question 6, does he have a conclusion? What do you think he should do? So does he have a conclusion? Does he know how to fix his own problem? Because he did say he wants to go somewhere, you know, where it's not so busy. So he did have a conclusion. He said, for me, Antarctica is perfect. So that's his conclusion. That's how he fixed his problem. He found a country that works for him. What do you think he should do? So these were some answers from before. So some people said he should book return tickets and his accommodation with a tour company. He should move to another planet. I can't remember who said that. He should go for at least 1 week. He should wear winter clothes, such as a coat. He should go driving into the desert because he said he didn't want somewhere crowded. Do you guys have another conclusion for him? What do you think would be good for him? What can we suggest for him? Tell him that this is what we think is good for you. Because we've read his writing, we know what he doesn't like, we know what he likes. Does anyone have a sentence? He should. What do you think he should do? Yeah, I think these are good ones. You know, he should go to Antarctica. Yeah, he should go for at least 1 week, maybe more, 1 month. Yeah. Okay, let's look at some grammar. So this is where it gets a little bit hard. We've got these words, which a lot of people get confused with: something, nobody, and anywhere. So something, when it's at the beginning of the word, it's usually a positive thing. Any, if it's at the beginning of the word, it's usually a negative or question. And no is usually a positive, but its meaning is negative. So for example, I'd like to do something exciting. So something, we don't know what it is. It's just something, but it's a positive. Nobody lives there. So no one, there's not a person. Nobody lives there. There isn't anything in my bag. So if we connect it with these words, when you say body, it's used for a person. Hey, Edward. Body, like it's like saying anybody. Is anybody here? Can anyone hear me? So that's for a person. When the word is where at the end of the word, it's used for a place, like somewhere. I want to go somewhere. And when we put thing at the end of the word, it's used for an object or activity. So let's put them into practice. So you've got some, any, and no. We use words starting with what in questions or in a negative. In a question or with a negative, any. So for example, is there anyone here? Does anyone, that's a question, does anyone have a pen? There wasn't anyone in here to help me. So I use any when I make a negative or a question. So any in a negative is like saying, I don't have any pens. I don't have any time. I don't have anywhere to go on the weekend. In a question, you use any, like, does anyone have a pen? Does anyone want to come and speak? So that's how I use any, in a negative or a question. So for number one, any. Which one with a positive verb? Some. So for example, to make a positive sentence, I'm going somewhere this weekend. I have some news to tell you. I have some friends. That's positive. They're all positive sentences. I have some time. I have something for you. I have a gift, something. So that's a positive sentence. So number two, some. When you make a positive sentence, you're saying a good thing. I have some time. I have some friends. I have some books. What about which word with a positive, but it means negative? That's no. So for example, nobody brought coffee for me. Nobody cares. Okay, so before we move on, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to write sentences with these words. So remember, any, some, and no, and then you have to add, these are the endings, body, where, thing. So it can be any body, anywhere, anything. Some could be somebody, somewhere, something, or no, no body, nowhere, no thing. I might make this a little bit easier like this. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes. Remember, the word starts with any, some, and no. But the ending, you can have body, where, or thing. So I'll give you 2 minutes to write some sentences, any sentence that you want, and then we'll check them. Okay, so I'll just repeat that. So you can start the sentence with any, and you can connect it to body, if you're talking about a person, or anywhere, or anything. You can say somebody, somewhere, something. You can say no, nobody, nowhere, no thing. So make sentences. So you could see you can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sentences using all the options. So you just got to remember, if you're going to put anybody, that means you're talking about a person. Somebody about a person, nobody about a person. But just know when to use it. Is your sentence a negative? Is it a question? Or is it a positive? Okay, so I hope that helps, makes it a little bit easier to understand. So I'll give you a few more minutes. You should have 9 sentences. Okay, so before we do your sentences, let's make sure that we've got the answers correct. So complete these sentences with thing, body, or where. So we use body for a person. We use where for a place. We use thing for an object or activity. So there's no, not talking about a person. There's nothing. There's nothing interesting to do. So nothing. So remember, nothing. We're talking about an object or activity. And it's a positive sentence, but it kind of has a negative meaning. There's nothing interesting to do. Let's go home. So number 8, nothing. There's nothing. Number 2, my ticket is somewhere. Yeah, I'm talking about a location. My ticket, it's a positive sentence, is somewhere, it's in a place in my bag, but I can't find it. Now, this is a question. So which one can we use with a question? It looks like any only. Does anybody, or you could say does anyone, it's the same thing. Does anybody, does anyone want to go sightseeing with me? Anybody. Does anybody? I need something, object. So some, because it's used in a positive, I need something, an object, food. I need something to eat. How about a pizza? No, nobody in this shop speaks English. I'm talking about a person. And I didn't buy anything at the souvenir shop. Okay. Yes. I need somewhere? No, because you don't need a place to eat. You don't want to eat a place. You need something, yeah, to eat. So the answer's nothing, somewhere, anybody or anyone, something, nobody, and anything. Okay, so that's the answers. Okay, so let's just finish up number 9 and then we can check your sentences. So we're reading about you should visit Florence in Italy. So am I talking about a person or a place? Is there something in the world like the city of Florence? Is there anywhere? Is there anywhere in the world like the city of Florence in Italy? Of course, there are other beautiful cities, but for me, nowhere else. It means no other place, nowhere else in the world is as beautiful as Florence. Nowhere. There's always something. Yeah. There's always some activity. There's always something to see on every street corner. And the local people are very friendly. If you get lost, you can ask somebody, someone. Remember, they're both the same words. You can ask someone for directions. And after a long day, sit in a cafe and do. It's not talking about a place, sit in a cafe and then a place. It's saying sit in a place and do. Remember, thing is used for an activity and do nothing, no activity. Just relax. That's what it means. Sit in a cafe and relax. Do nothing. So you got to look at your beginning and your ending. No, and then thing, no activity, no object. So I told you these were very hard. So that's why I wanted you to write your own sentences. So let's have a sentence from Alina. Did you make a sentence with any, some, no? Your own sentence? No, not yet. Okay, that's okay. I'll come back. Oscar, do you have a sentence? Do you remember before I said prepare some of your own sentences with words any, some, and no? Like for example, yeah, yeah. So for example, I have something for you. I will go somewhere on the weekend. I don't have anything. Nobody brought me coffee. Nobody cares. You can sit anywhere. What's your sentence? Well, any is only used in a negative or question. Does anybody want a drink? No is like saying nobody. It's a positive sentence, so it's not a negative or a question. It's just saying nobody helped me today. Nowhere in the world is better than Australia. Nothing is more important than family. I don't know. So if you're saying it depends on your sentence. Make a sentence and then you'll see when I correct it. So online, you can write your sentences in the chat box and I'll check them for you. No? Juanita, do you have a sentence? Yeah? What's your sentence? Not a question. Did you make a sentence? Like, for example, I have something for you. I will go somewhere on the weekend. No, you didn't make a sentence? Anyone online? Make a sentence. I don't have anything for today. Yeah, I'm free. That's a good sentence. Yeah, with I don't have anything. So she doesn't have any activity for today. I'm free. Yeah, that's a good sentence. I don't have anything. I don't have anything planned for today, maybe. Yeah. It means no activity. I don't have anything. Um, Jonathan, do you have a sentence? What's your sentence? I have nothing. For it is an object. I have nothing for. So when you're saying I have nothing for it, from it is an object. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'll do anything on the weekend. So Clayton says, I'll do anything on the weekend. Yeah, he's like, I'll do anything. I'm happy to do anything. Yes, I'm free. I'll do anything on the weekend. So, sorry, what was your sentence? Your sentence? No? I'll give you a minute. Edward? No? Yes, okay. Shirley. Yeah. I didn't go anywhere this weekend. Yeah. Last weekend, because didn't is in the past. So I didn't, is that right? I didn't go anywhere last weekend. Yeah? Is that right? I didn't go anywhere. So again, it means anywhere. It's a negative, no place. If you have more online, just add them in the chat box. Is it Adriana? Yes. Sorry? Yeah, but I don't know where. Yeah, I'm going to work somewhere, but you don't know where? Okay, yeah, I'm going to work somewhere, but I don't know where. That's what it means, but I don't know where. Yeah. I need, yeah, to do something important on my holidays. Yeah. We say when I have holidays. I need to do something important when I have holidays. Yeah. So I need to do something. So remember, it means some activity. I need to do something important when I have holidays. Yeah. Adriana, did you have one? Sorry, Sebastian. Did you have a sentence?
I have nothing to do this weekend.
Perfect. I have nothing to do this weekend. I have nothing to do this weekend. Yeah. Min? But no, I want to drink a coffee, but nobody, nobody. So if you want to drink a coffee in a place, you could say, but nobody was open because you said, but. So I want to drink coffee, but why didn't you drink it? Nobody brought me coffee. Okay, but nobody helped me to buy coffee. Yeah, maybe, but nobody was open. It's more common to say I wanted to buy coffee, but nobody, that means no place, or you could say, but nowhere was open. So you couldn't, because you said but. So no place was open, but nobody was open. So all the coffee places were closed. I wanted to buy coffee, but nobody was open, or nowhere was open.
In the class, nobody is there.
There's no one in the class today? Yeah. Yeah. So there was no one in the class today. There was nobody in the class today. Yeah. So it's nobody because we're talking about a person. There was nobody in the class today. Online, do you have any more sentences? Or anyone? Any more sentences before? I needed.
Somebody to go to the work.
So you wanted someone to take me to work? Yeah, someone to do what? So I needed someone maybe to take me to work. Yeah, I needed someone to take me to work. Because you wanted someone, but what did you want them for? You've got to put an action to take me to work. Any more sentences, Jessica? I'm not doing anything this weekend. Yeah, I'm not anything this weekend. Perfect. It means no activity. I'm not doing anything. Because anything, we use it in negative. So she said a negative sentence. I'm not doing anything. If it was a positive, she would say, I'm doing something this weekend, because that's a positive sentence. I'm doing something this weekend. Or negative, I'm not doing anything this weekend.
If one is single and someone is married.
No, they mean the same thing. Someone or anyone. They both mean singular. Can someone help me? But really you're just saying anyone. Can anyone help me? They're the same words. I want to live anywhere near the beach. Yes, I would love that too. I want or I would like to live anywhere. That means any place, any location. And you can see anywhere, any place. Anywhere. Near the beach. Maybe because anywhere is used in a negative, I might change it to somewhere. I want to live somewhere near the beach. I might just change that to say I want to live somewhere near the beach, only just to follow our rules. But that still makes sense. I want to live anywhere near the beach. Doesn't matter where, anywhere. As long, because it kind of means as long as I'm near the beach. Yeah, but they both make sense, but just to follow our rule, because some is used in a positive sentence. That's a positive. I want to live somewhere near the beach. Any is a little bit negative, like I don't live anywhere near the beach. See how that's a negative sentence? I don't live anywhere near the beach. I live in the hills, for example. I live in the hills. So one was a positive sentence and one was a negative. Okay, so I did tell you they were hard because I always see people that learn English confuse them. So don't worry if you still are struggling with it. It does take time with these words. Okay, so what we have now, we're going to do a little bit of a writing, and then when we come back, we're going to do some group role plays. So remember, group role plays where we get to, that's good, Clayton, where we get to do some group. So what is your writing? We're going to be looking back at should. Do you remember when we learned should last lesson? We looked at should. Should is very important. It's should. Remember, it's important. You should do this. You should. So I still have some of the writing to look at on Facebook. So I'm going to make a new post. So for number 10, it says choose a tourist destination and write about it. So I'm going to check the ones from yesterday, and then today, this is the new writing. So the post is up here. If you don't have Facebook, you can use Tablet. So this is the post. You should visit. So I want you to really use your should. So tell someone why you think it's important for them to visit a place. You should visit. So just add it in the comments. It's number 10 in our textbook. It says work in pairs, but you're just going to write it alone today. Choose a tourist destination and write a paragraph. So remember, a paragraph is about 8 to 9 sentences, titled You Should Visit. Now, I'll show you some of them from my last students. So if you want to look at some examples, they are here. So here are some examples. Okay, here are some examples. So you should visit Colombia because it is very beautiful. The local people are so much friendlier. It has nice beaches and delicious coffee. Of course, it also has beautiful mountains and different animals. I think I didn't correct this one. I might go back a bit. If you are thinking to visit Colombia, then you should know something about this country before you go there. Its national language is Spanish. The weather is different in each city. You can experience dry, humid, and temperate climates. That means changing. If you are planning to go to Bogota, the capital of Colombia, then we should change that to you should wear a jacket or coat, but sometimes you should wear tops and dresses too. So in Brazil, you should, so I need to change these ones because they really should be saying should. But you can see lots of examples up on Tablet. Remember, you have this link, Unit 11 writing. Choose a country you know well and write advice. Sorry, maybe that's not the one. I think, yeah, the new post is here. So I want you to practice using should. So try and pick a country if you want, maybe a country that you haven't visited, but you're going to find out some information about it. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes and to write your comments here. If you don't have Facebook, you can upload it in the chat, because I'm not using Padlet anymore for the writing. It gets very hard to check them here. Okay, so if you don't have Facebook, just put it in the chat box. Okay, add comment, so 5 minutes. Yeah, because yesterday it says choose a country you know well and write advice. That's an advice. Advice means what I think is good for you. But this is, why do you think someone should come to whatever country? Because it's the question in our book. I know they're very similar. The one yesterday, I think, was practicing more can. And I'm still going to check them now. But this one is practicing more should. So it's from our textbook. It's the writing in our textbook. So I think that's what the difference. I know they're similar questions. Not really. The other one is give advice.
Is it in yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guide? Yeah. Yes, you should visit. Yeah. Yes. Or the place that you're saying, it's very important. Why? Yeah. So why this place is it important? Why should people visit it? So yeah, the other one was recommending, remember, the weather, the food. This is why you should. Yes, yes. Yeah, in my opinion, but why do you think someone should go there? So maybe is it a place that has religious significance, like in Brazil, that Christos? Yes. So yeah, why? Because it's religious. You can meet other people that believe in Jesus. You can also, so that's a good reason to say why someone should visit it. If they strongly believe in Christ, then they should visit that place in Brazil. Maybe it could be a place like, a quiet place. They should visit it maybe to help the local community. So I could pick a place like the Aborigine community in Australia. Why? Because they need support, they need, it's a small town, so we need to support them and visit them. Or in Africa, we should visit places in Africa to help the communities. So it's a little bit different to yesterday because we were giving advice, but today, why should someone visit a place? Why is it important? Why is this place important? It's not, I don't know if it's the best, but it's important. Yeah, a little bit different. It's important for many reasons. Maybe, like I said, you picked a religious. So for someone religious, yeah, for nature, to help the animals, to help the community. What place? Okay, and I'll check the ones from yesterday. So I know I have some post so this is from yesterday. I'm just correcting. So Shirley says you have to check the local weather when you want to travel to Korea. You must try the local delicacies such as kimchi, Korean barbecue, and seafood hot pot. Don't miss out on these street foods. You can easily explore Korea with its convenient transportation system and easy to shopping. You can easily explore Korea with its convenience transportation system to shopping malls, to places and shopping malls, maybe. Okay, so Jonathan writes, if you travel to Colombia, so you don't need to capitalize you should know that the language is Spanish. Yeah, if you travel to Colombia, you should know that the local language is Spanish. And also, you should go to you should go shopping to the premium plaza shopping malls in Medellin City, and you should eat because it is delicious. You can the premium plaza shopping malls, and you should because it's delicious. You could also visit Cartagena because it is a very beautiful city, but you shouldn't go to Bogota Plaza because it is unsafe to do so. You also shouldn't use your phone on public transportation. You can visit Bogota City, but you should wear a jacket to go out because it's very cold, because the weather A tourist should know Brazil. A tourist should know Brazil. A tourist should know some things about Brazil before going there. Brazil's hot climate, without a doubt, um, so is a very good place. Or perhaps buy to it and even visit the sand dunes. But if you want to buy electronics and cheap clothes, you should visit this. If you don't speak Portuguese, you should speak Chinese because most of the local sellers are Chinese. Now that's interesting, Clayton, about speaking Chinese in San Paulo because most of the local sellers are Chinese. Okay, Oscar, now I'm seeing yours from yesterday. So, okay, welcome to Santander, Colombia, a captivating destination that invites travelers to explore its natural beauty, rich culture, and culinary delights. Getting to Santander is convenient. You can reach it by air through Bucaramanga's International Airport or by road from various major cities. Once in Santander, public transport and taxis are readily available for exploring the region. Spanish is the official language. You should learn about our jargon. I might put so. You should learn about our jargon. Santander offers a variety of shopping experiences. You should pass for the city. You should pass by should pass by which has a bustling shopping scene with malls and markets, and where you can find unique local crafts and souvenirs. Santander boasts an array of famous destinations. Kenyan offers often called You can also explore the picturesque colonial town or visit the charming. In rainy seasons, you shouldn't go out without an umbrella. Santander's cruise is diverse and delicious cuisine. You should try the famous cabra, which is a roast goat, yum, or Pecorino, a hearty chicken stew. You will also find plenty of fresh tropical fruits and local sweets to satisfy your sweet tooth. Santander, Colombia is a destination that offers a bit of everything, from breathtaking landscapes to rich culture. A must visit to Santander's beautiful. I think that is everyone from yesterday. No, that was good, Clayton. It was a bit of everything, which I liked for Brazil. You know, you gave many options where to go. If someone likes the beaches, but also if they just wanted to do some shopping. So interesting. Okay, so let's have a break. And when we come back, I know the exercise is very similar to yesterday, but it is in our textbook. That's the writing that we have to do. So it's just getting us to practice more grammar. So keep uploading. It's this post here. You should visit. So remember, you can pick a place. It could be not just a country, but like a certain place. So for example, I might talk about this church, this place. I recently went to this place, this church. So maybe not a city, but a place. If you haven't finished writing, make it a place, like not a city, but somewhere. So this is a church that I recommend, well, that I think people should visit because it's the oldest church in South Australia, the oldest. So this is on North Terrace. It's called the Holy Trinity Church, and it's very beautiful inside. So, so just really quickly, I just thought maybe we can make it a little bit different for the post. Don't talk about a city, but talk about a place, like the Christos place in Brazil, you know, the Christ, or something, a place, maybe a beach. So not a city, because I know before you were doing a lot of city and country, city and so maybe that's how we can make this one a little bit different. So talk about a place. So for me, I picked the Trinity Church in South Australia. So I'm just picking one place. Okay, so make sure you upload it. That's the post online. If you don't have Facebook, you can just write it in the chat box. Upload it. So remember, it's a place, not a city. So a place like, you know, maybe this place, you know, maybe there's a mining, you know, town, something like that. Perfect. You know, a special place for you. Okay, so let's have a break. And when we come back, I'll look at the writing and we'll do some group role plays as well. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Okay, so break, guys.
Okay, teacher.
Cool. See you soon. Okay, don't forget to upload. That's the upload here. You know, maybe it's a church like in a place that you want to go to. Maybe you haven't been, but you want to go. Like for me, you know, like for example, you know, maybe I'm going to write about this place. It's a church in Venice. you know, or a square where people meet. Very famous square in Venice where all the people meet up. Or the Eiffel Tower. So these are some other options. The Eiffel Tower. So remember, not a city, but a place. Okay, so I'll see you all soon. Perfect, Jose. Okay, and I'll leave. If you have finished writing, look back at everybody else's writing on Facebook or something, because you'll see the grammar. So read the other posts. That will help with your English if you have finished. But okay, I'll see you after. Okay, so I think this can help. I realized that there were very similar questions. So the first question was from Unit 11, which we did last lesson. Unit 11B, and number 12, it says, choose a country you know well. So this, we were talking about a country. Now for 11C, it's a little bit different. It's a place. So I've seen that a lot of you have already written, and I hope it's easy to, if you can go in your comments, can you edit? Because it's about a place, not a country. So they're very two different things. So I know I've seen many of you have written, I'm sorry, I didn't say it properly. This is about a place, not a country. So last lesson, a country like Colombia, Australia, Brazil. This is about a place. So for example, a place is like the Trinity Church in South Australia. That's a place. It's not a country, it's a place. Or, you know, like I said, the Brazil, this is a place. Or this is a place to see. So not a country, but a location in a country. So if you can, I'll give you 5 more minutes to go back into your writing. I think you can edit it and make sure you pick a place. It could be a market. Maybe like, you know, if it was in Adelaide, it's a market. It could be a marketplace, the Adelaide Central Market. It could be a beach, Henley Beach. This is a place. There's lots of cafes, restaurant, a lot of people there. Okay, so 5 more minutes to go back and make sure it's a place, not a country. And if you have finished, let me know. I'll mark yours. Okay, so Sebastian says, so remember, it's not a country, but a place in a country. So you should visit the Rosario Islands in Cartagena. Full stop. It's, yeah, the beaches there are very beautiful. Full stop. You can also, you can enjoy its typical food. Yeah, which is what? Sebastian? Yes, which is, so you can enjoy typical food such as, so what type of food? Fish? Yeah. Yep. So you can enjoy the, we more say more like the local fresh food, such as the fish. It is a good place to go on vacation. Yeah. In Australia, we say holidays. In America, they say vacation. So perfect. So this was a place, Rosario Islands. So good, not a country, but an island. Okay, next one. I'll do Shirley. Do you have which church? So you have to give me, I think Shirley, yes. Which church? Because it's a little bit general. So you have to give me the name of one church. So I'll let you edit that. I think you can edit again. So Adriano, you need to do yours maybe again, because not Brazil, but a location in Brazil.
No.
Jonathan, again, not Colombia, but a location in Colombia. Okay. This is Alina. So Alina says you should go to Thailand to visit the Erawan Shrine. Good. So this is a location. This is a place in Taiwan. So she's not talking about Taiwan as a country, but a location in Taiwan. This small temple is Thailand? Yeah, what did I say? Oh, sorry. Did I say Taiwan? Thailand. Sorry. Thank you. So you should go to Thailand to visit, sorry. This is a small temple filled with flowers and is dedicated to the Erawan Buddha, the god of wealth. This is a very important part of their culture, good, of the Thailand culture. You should also go to, how do I pronounce that? Chatuchak Market. So good, that's a location. Which, so you can connect your sentence, which is the largest market in the world. Wow, I didn't know that. The largest market in the world, covering an area of more than 15 football fields. Wow. Okay, perfect. So 2 locations, both in Thailand. Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So that's the difference between last lesson's writing and this lesson's writing. So we're talking about locations in a city. So Alina has picked the temple, the Erawan Buddha temple, and also the market. So perfect. Juanita, good. So Machu Picchu. So you should visit Machu Picchu in Peru. Is that the Peruvian flag as well? Yes, beautiful. It's a wonder of the world. It's one of the wonders, because there's 7 ancient wonders, but also 7 modern wonders. So I'm just going to say it's one of the wonders, because there's 7. It's one of the wonders of the world. It's a unique place. You should visit it, or you should say you should visit this place now. You can't see anywhere. Yeah, not you can't, but you won't. So it's a future negative. You won't see a place like this anywhere in the world. Good, you won't. So it's the negative of will. You will not, you won't see a place like this anywhere in the world. Good, and using anywhere, practicing what we learned today. So good. Oscar, yes. Refresh. It's not. Did you write more? Okay, let me reload. Let me see. Yeah, sometimes I have to refresh. Okay, good. So you should visit the Sydney Opera House. Good. And when you talk about a place, you have to put capital letters. So you should visit the Sydney Opera House. Nowhere will you see, good using nowhere, no place. Remember, where is for place. Nowhere will you see such a wonderful building. Full stop. This place, I can start the sentence again by this place has been declared a World Heritage Site. So you need a full stop, start a new sentence. So this place, instead of repeating the Sydney Opera House, you can say this place has been, because it's the past that it happened, has been declared a World Heritage Site. You should, I might make this in small capital, a World Heritage Site. You should watch the different shows that are presented there. Yeah, I would say see. Watch is more for like what's on a screen, but I would say you should see, or you can, if you want, you can see the different shows that are presented there. Yeah, the different yeah, you should see the show. I would take off different, just the shows that are presented there. You can see many shows, maybe many shows that are presented there. You shouldn't let time go by. Yes, must see. Okay, thank you. Then we have really must be about one location, Jonathan. So I'll let you go back. Shirley, you're going to give me the name of the church. Adriano, make it a little bit more about the place. This is good, Edward. Yours is ready? So you must visit Chichen. How do I say it? Okay, in Mexico, as this place is one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Yes, this place was used by the Mayan civilization as a ceremonial center. A magical and very interesting place to visit. Perfect. I don't need to change anything. And we learned that using should is the same as saying must. You must, you should visit. And he didn't talk about Mexico, all of it. He talked about a location in Mexico, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Perfect. Okay, so I'm still waiting for you guys to fix them online. Are you still writing the post? I'll check in a moment. I'll come back and check. As you are doing that, remember it is a place, not a country. It's a place in a country, but you're not talking about the whole country, just a location, a market, a church, whatever. Okay, so now, as I'm waiting for the writing, we're going to be doing role plays. So I'll put you into groups and we'll come back and do some presentations. Okay, another writing from Shirley. You should visit the Taipei Church in Taiwan. Good. So now we know a location to celebrate Christmas. There are many activities here at this time. So we try not to repeat words. We always put it in a different way. So there's many activities here, not at Christmas, because you said it before. So at this time, during this festive season. So try and not repeat the words again. Some people will sing and dance. Yeah. Maybe you can see people singing and dancing to, is it just to gospel music? Or is it to Christmas music? Is it to like church music or Christmas music or both? Both. So you will see people singing and dancing to both gospel, that means like the Bible, the gospel, and Christmas music. There is also a lot of food to enjoy and such a great vibe. Again, you said Christmas, so during this time. There's also a lot of food. There's a lot of food here to enjoy and such a great vibe during this time, during this festive season. So again, I tried not to repeat Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Good, perfect. So a church in Taiwan. And that's so good. So it really makes families enjoy Christmas more. Perfect. I sent that to you. I don't know what happened.
Yes.
Jose, you should visit Chichen Itza in Mexico to celebrate the day. Is that of the Day of the Dead? The Day of the Day of the Dead?
Yes.
Yeah, the Day of the Dead.
Yes. Día de Muertos.
Interesting. The Day of the Dead. Those that
Yes.
have passed away.
There's a movie
So-
on Coco in Disney. It's
Pardon?
relational on celebration in Mexico.
Mm.
Mexico and Ecuador.
Oh, okay, and Ecuador. So you should visit Chichen Itza in Mexico to celebrate the Day of the Dead. So it's a name of a, I'll put it in capitals, Day of the Dead. This occasion is held on, so it means this happens. So this occasion is held on November the 2nd. It is a magical and very special place for the Mayan culture. Perfect. Good. I think that's the same place Edward talked about. Yes, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world. So you gave extra information that you can celebrate the Day of the Dead. I saved it. I don't know why it didn't save. Let me refresh. 1 second. So I hope my comments saved. Yes, Day of the Dead. Okay, Lewis, I think. So I think you should visit the island called San Andres in Colombia. On that island, they speak Spanish and they themselves created their own language. Interesting. I think it has a great variety of touristic plans. So you need to talk about one place, a great so you need to talk about one particular place there. So one place to see on this island is the so Lewis, which place on San Andres should I go to? Yeah. Is it called the Four Colors? Is that right? The Four Colors? Is that right?
7 colors.
Yes, I know. Yeah. I want to go here too. So one place to see on this island is the 7 colors. I think, is it just the Sea of 7 colors? Yes. The sea is the Sea of 7 colors. Now, because we're talking about a place, not the island, so tell me more about this island, this Sea of 7 colors. So you can, what can I see or do there?
Traveling bike
On the water?
and the water and the
Ground. Ah, so you can go on a motor
bike.
yeah, I know what you mean. They're called ski, no. sk- Jet ski, yes. Jet. On this place. Oh, okay. Paragliding. So I might make it very general. You can do a lot of water activities. Is that right? A lot of water activities here, such as jet skiing. Yeah. What else can I do at this place?
Different typical.
Yeah, but no. We're talking about the Sea of 7 colors
No.
only. Yes.
Different beaches.
Ah, yes. Beaches.
Beaches.
Yeah. Ah, dishes. Sorry. Yes. Yes. Also eat so many different typical dishes. Perfect. So remember, it was about a place, not a country. So the place was Sea of 7 colors. Good. Adriano, much better writing. So you should visit the San Paulo Municipal Market, a place with many food options, such as mortadella sandwiches. So you should visit the San Paulo Market, which is a place that offers so many food options. One of my favorite is the mortadella sandwich. Mortadella sandwich. which is a traditional snack. Eaten, yeah. Okay, Jonathan. You should visit the Pueblito Paisa and the Antiquia Museum because these places are very traditional to Medellin. Should visit the. Also, you should visit the light park. Which is big and has too much games, which is big and has a lot of activities, family. Okay, good. I think I marked all your writing. I'll just refresh it to check. Perfect. Now you're writing your conversations. Yeah, you're gonna have a conversation and show us. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a conversation to your. Where are you in Spain? It's
What day is festival?
no. You're using the location, but you're making a story. So maybe, husband and wife are walking and then something happens and, or they see a bullfight and they're speaking and, somebody then comes and maybe the bull comes and hits you, but then, your husband helps you, like a story. Yeah, sorry, because I know you're all new together. So you write it so that you could, I can see your English to help you, but you're gonna speak it here, like a story. We're gonna watch it. Yeah. Now, if you want me to look at the English, because I can't go around, because I have a little bit of a sore throat, you can upload it and I can check your English here. So I'll just make a new post. Okay, so you can just add your writing here, your conversation. I'll check it for you before you come up and do it. But we don't have much time, so.
No. Sí, no, es como que te vamos a tener podríamos hacer, digamos, ustedes, yo, eh, y verificamos, sí, verificamos, y voy,
Teacher, one question.
Yes.
And the test the last Friday.
Yes.
Yes, right now or today.
I didn't mark it. I didn't finish to mark.
Ah, okay.
Did you do it
Yeah.
last Friday? Okay. Yeah. So I'll mark it soon. I'll finish soon.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
You say yes. You the festival. Yes, I don't know walking. I say in the apartment. You don't like food. Walk. Walk. Yeah. You say in the apartment. I don't know. You say
Okay, so Fernando, I'll check your writing. You should visit the Magic Water Circuit in Peru because it is a unique experience that allows you to explore a series of incredible, creative, and visually stunning fountains and water shows. This park in Lima features 13 ornamental fountains that combine music, lights, and projections to create a truly magical and enchanting atmosphere. It is a perfect attraction for people of all ages and a great way to spend an evening enjoying a fascinating water show. Perfect. So I don't need to send you that. That's good.
Good
The
night.
test for you tomorrow as well. Have a good night.
Good night. See ya. See ya
Good
tomorrow.
night. Thank you. And see you all tomorrow in class.
Okay.
Bye.